My name is Bill Casella. I'm a deputy city attorney and the neighborhood prosecutor for the Hollywood division. About a year and a half ago, our elected city attorney, Rocky Delgadillo, created a program with the support of the city council to put a deputy city attorney in each of the 18 police divisions to focus on quality of life crimes and neighborhood problems. I'm assigned to the Hollywood division, so my boundaries correspond with the Hollywood Police Division. You know, the challenge of kind of lifting up a community instead of just pressing down the criminals was appealing. When the police present me with a case, by being local, I can see the problem with my own eyes and really see the impact on the community. And so when the case is being prosecuted, I have kind of a different insight into what the real impact on the community is, not just another arrest at another location, but this is impacting the whole neighborhood, and we're trying to solve the neighborhood's problems. A lot of what I do is facilitate complaints from neighbors about problems in their neighborhood, places where city services can be implemented. I'm here next to the 101 freeway. This is an example of a problem that a neighborhood group told me about. I was at their meeting and they complained that there's trash piling up next to the freeway and that perhaps a group of transients is causing all of this problem. So I referred the matter to CHP because that side of the fence is state property and this side is city property. The CHP informed me that they found no encampment back here, but they recognized the bags as being part of the Adopt a Highway program and assumed that they had just been forgotten to be picked up. And this is really an example of how being in the community, people tell me about things. Am I prosecuting a case based on this? No, there's no defendant to prosecute. But that doesn't mean we can't help lift up the neighborhood and get this cleaned up by whatever agency is responsible for that. The courthouse is really the most powerful tool we have in community-based prosecution. The scene of the crime, the police, the victims, and the witnesses are all here in Hollywood. It only makes sense to have the cases heard here. So the city attorney has a staff of prosecutors here. This is where I also file my cases, and it really shines the local light onto the problem. By having the courthouse here, we have the repeat offenders coming to the same courtrooms. They won't fall through the cracks at a small community courthouse. Well, we're here at the Hollywood Branch Court, and this is the city attorney's office, and this is where we file all the criminal misdemeanor complaints that happen in the Hollywood division. The deputy city attorneys prosecuting the cases, the public defenders defending the cases, and the judges who are presiding over the case get familiar with some of the repeat offenders, those people who are always causing the problems. The resource the courthouse provides to the community, in addition to handling the cases, sends the signal that the crimes in Hollywood will be taken seriously, and we're not going back to the days of 20 years ago when the streets were lined with prostitutes and people were afraid to walk down Hollywood Boulevard at night. We've all seen the transition that's happened in Hollywood, and the timeline corresponds with when the courthouse was built and we started to address these crimes really on a community basis. Neighborhood councils are a great asset, not just to the city of LA, but to even my program. Similar to the BID, neighborhood councils are a new set of eyes and ears and engaged citizens, and when they can report to the police or to building and safety or the Department of Transportation the problems that are happening in their community, that's when the problems can get solved. Without local government knowing about these problems, it's not going to happen. I grew up in Southern California. As a teenager and young adult, we would come up to Hollywood for shows and whatever, come to some of the dance clubs that people have even complained to me about in my new job. After I took the bar, I worked as a law clerk in the White House counsel's office during the Clinton administration, and from there I worked as an attorney at the U.S. Department of Commerce in Washington, D.C. for 6 years. The frustrating part of the job is that a lot of these neighborhood problems have been around for years, and we can't just wipe out in one blow. So it has to be one step at a time. So that part's hard, but I'm in it for the fight, and each step is a victory, and I think in the long run we'll continue to make a difference.